when I played Tears of the Kingdom, just because of the subtle differences that they made to the world and like where you start compared to starting on the Great Plateau, it felt like, I don't know, I was just like I was oriented different and on the map, and so it felt like I was in a different world sometimes. Which is such a cool thing that they were able to do. I think it was my third or fourth playthrough. I wanted to refresh my memory of the world and characters before I do a first playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize you hadn't played Tears of the Kingdom. That's a very cool thing. Oh. I loved Tears of the Kingdom also. No! They're both just such very good games. And I was just so impressed, like I was saying, with how they were able to make Tears of the Kingdom feel so different. I thought, doesn't your old man give me the thing? Oh, no, he doesn't, of course. He gives it to me after, so that I can leave the plateau. This is a lot easier than climbing. I thought these would be too far and that I would take damage. Ho! My, it would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It is almost as though a long-dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop that tower? I heard a voice. Well now, a voice you say. And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? You're both excited and nervous of Tears of the Kingdom. Why nervous? No, I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon this land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I do. I had a feeling you would say that. Here on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to try and jump off, well, no death could be more certain, or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Paraglider? Oh, piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I didn't come soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know. Worry not, I will happily agree to give you my paraglider, but not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? Come, let me show you something. As someone who is pretty bad at games, I feel like I rely on the abilities you get in this a lot, and they may not have similar stuff in Tears of the Kingdom, so I may just have to get good. I think it's very different. I don't know how much you know about it, and I don't want to spoil it too much, but just hopefully to lessen your nervousness a little bit. It's very different, but I think the tools that you get in Tears of the Kingdom are comparable to what you get in this one. I wouldn't be too concerned about it. Do you see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light. It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the Paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe. Alright, let's just go there. Right? Go on, fetch me any treasure you find inside that shrine. I am looking forward to your successful return. Great. I certainly hope that you do enjoy it. Where's my sneaky? Where's my sneaky ability? No, that's not it. What button is sneaking? Oh, it's just that. Can I just grab these butterflies right out of the air? I can't remember. I can. Very good. Thanks, I'm sure I will. I've yet to play a Zelda game that I haven't liked. Oh, we'll go good then. No worries. Is that the burb? Is that the burb dungeon? Flying around up there? That's cool. It must be, because it's moving. The draw that you get on this game is absolutely bonkers. Imagine growing up in the 90s, and then they release a game where you can just, like, see clear across the ginormous world. I wonder if that is actually it, or if there's, like, I don't know what you would call it, but you know, like they green screen at a certain point stuff that would be happening, or if that's actually the divine beast flying around that I can see from this far. I want to believe. No. Oh. I am excited to play. I want to play new Zelda. There's many that I haven't played, and I want them. I am sitting on a copy of Majora's Mask that I have yet to play. I've never touched Majora's Mask. And I really want to play Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword. I've never played either of them. I think Twilight Princess is the one that I am more interested in, but I want to play both of them. And then, and I've never played any of the portable ones, any of the handhelds. To use this from the shrine, I'm a blah 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 blah. Alright, I gotta get used to using these again. Just like a bike. I'll just, okay. Do 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 do. Oh, I was like, I hear the music. Is there I had to keep my eyes out because there's a treasure in here somewhere that I want. And I don't remember if I noticed that there were treasures in the shrines right away. First time I played the game. This thing's gonna act nasty towards me. Oop! Oh, bye then. I'll have that. Am I allowed to be down here? I mean, they have to... Yeah, here we go. It's like there's no way they would make it possible for me to fall in this water without being able to get out. That's just something Breath of the Wild wouldn't do. Alright, no treasures over here. There it is. Have you ever told me about your favorite Zelda, Sam? Can I get that from here? You. Thank you. Oh no. Alright, what do we got here? A bow. Very good. You possess the resolve of a true hero. Thank you. Okie dokie. Oh. Seems you managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. How did you know? Clairvoyance. Oh, or perhaps just something similar. As one gets older, it can become more difficult to see what is right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. But perhaps that is not true for everyone. The appearance of these towers and the awakening of this shrine. It is all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. What do you mean? It has been quite some time since I have seen that Sheikah slate. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it was said. It is interesting, however, that to think how something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across this land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasure from each of those shrines, and I will give you my paraglider. That wasn't the deal. Oh? well, I suppose I changed my mind. I'm sure that you won't be a problem for a young go-getter like you. Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking around from a high point. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of that tower again? Got it. I admire your eagerness. I don't want to act nasty towards old man. I admire your eagerness, but allow me to teach you something else before you go. Take a look at the map on your Sheikah slate. See those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you woke, the shrine you came from, and the tower. Yes. You can travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate. Or so I heard quite some time ago. I do not know if it actually works as such. Well, let's find out. I'm surprised it took you so long to catch up with an old man like me. How did you... Oh, leave an old man to his secrets. Now then, I wanted you to join me up here so you could use this as a vantage point to search for shrines. Did you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate? Look through it and you can stick a pin anywhere you'd like to mark on the map. The pins on your map serve as reference points for your travels. Just stick a pin anywhere you're interested. How do you know? Experience, wisdom, instinct? Call it what you will, and believe it only if you so please. Go ahead and take a look if you feel inclined to do so. Ugh. Oop, okay. There's one. There's one. Alright, I'm done leveling for now. I don't know if you've ever talked about it, but I play Souls games like Final Fantasy. We haven't, but I'm curious to know exactly what you mean. So this one has motion controls too, but I don't have to look through the tablet, which is really nice. I like that a lot better. I don't so much mind the motion controls, as long as I don't have to also look through the screen, I guess. But we'll see how that feels once I'm actually shooting things. Actually, let's try it. Yeah, I guess it's not so bad. I don't know. I might turn that off. I guess I could have turned it off in Breath of the Wild too, but I just turn on a video or stream and run around collecting souls or whatever XP to level up. Oh yeah, that's totally fair. I started Lies of P last night and left off at level 23. My character is level 40 now. Are you still at the beginning? Or are you just, are you progressing through the story while you level up like that? I guess I could just go here. I beat the first boss last night. Wow. No progression while leveling, just running in mindless circles. It's, I think, oh, I went to the wrong, I would think that there is something a little bit zen about that. I can't say that I played Bloodborne the same way. I guess I don't want to do that. I can't say that I played Bloodborne the same way, but there were times when I felt like I needed to spend some time leveling up. And it is something that's very, I don't know, mellow and relaxing, generally. You know, once you get to a point where you're not so worried about what monsters can absolutely slaughter you. And, like, you've become familiar with the map and stuff like that. I think my Bloodborne and Dark Souls 2 characters were around level 130. Wow! That's tremendously high. I'm just not good at quick reaction in boss fights all the time. So more, that's totally fair. That is 100% fair. You know, whatever gets you through the game, you know? Like, if they didn't want you to be able to do that, then they wouldn't have a leveling system, right? Now, I remember there being a, whatchamacallit over here? A guardian? Is that what they call them? The, like, laser beam fellows? These guys? I'll take your screws. And, but I don't know if that is the case currently, or if that appears later. Guess I'll find out. I'm gonna take this guy's screws too. Ooh, a spring. Uh-huh. There it is. Yeah, I'm not in a position where I can mess with that thing. So good boy. That's why I say Souls-likes are a lot more accessible than the internet would lead you to believe. People just like doing no summoning, no level, etc. challenge runs. Yeah, I mean, totally. The challenge runs are right there if you want them. And if you just play the game on its own, then sure, they're difficult. But yeah, there's always a workaround. And sometimes the workaround is just having patience and becoming stronger. Couldn't be me. I had such a hard time in some spots in Bloodborne. I cannot imagine intentionally making it harder on myself. Alright, I don't have the bomb. So. Jeez, that scared me. Begak. How do I... Oh, man. How do I, like, really throw stuff and not just drop it? I cannot figure it out for the life of me. Maybe it's just the things that I have been picking up. Yeah, because if I... Alright, that's that. If I hold Z... Alright, so that's going to throw my axe. Morning, Judy. But if I have, like I had those, like, barrels before, and the skull that I just picked up, and I had the button prompt to throw it, but when I pushed the button, I just dropped it behind me. What were you saying? Yeah, Bloodborne was really hard. I still want to go back at some point and beat the optional bosses I gave up on. I am, as a person who never thought that I would be able to get anywhere with any kind of Soulsborne or Souls-like game, that they were just going to be too hard for me. I'm, like, incredibly proud to say that I beat all of the main game bosses, optional and mandatory, in Bloodborne. I haven't played the DLC. I found in general that the game was much more difficult in the beginning than it was later on. Thank you. But there was still some obstacles. Definitely wasn't all easy breezy. Oh, excuse me. And there were certainly times when I just had to go and grind it out and just get stronger. Like, I could feel that I'm playing as best as I'm capable of playing. And I just, like, need to be able to outlast some of these bosses. The square bomb, I mean, I guess it's a cube, is such a cool idea. I picked the wrong option at the end, which had me miss 2 bosses. Oh, sure. And then I think there were 1 or 2 more I missed in the world that I just never came across, and 2 DLC bosses I just gave up on. I've heard frightening things about some of the DLC bosses. There we go. See, I push it and it just, I guess I took out my... Okay, so that worked. I was, I guess I sort of fudged things a little bit in my playthrough because, oop, because I wouldn't say that I used a guide, like a walkthrough necessarily, but I did use like a flow chart. And all it did was, it was like a flow chart that was like more or less designed like a map. And all it did was name an area and boss in that area and the suggested level to fight that boss. And that's really all I used. And so I had that to guide my sort of progression, but everything in between was just me. Although I can't remember how I thought it was really handy. Because I didn't necessarily want to be handheld. I think this came up after I finally beat Father Gascoigne, who was like maybe my most difficult boss in the game. No, that's not true, but he was up there for me. Definitely top 5 most difficult bosses. Once I got through Father Gascoigne, that's sort of where you get the map opens up a little bit and you can sort of like choose a few different routes, and I just wasn't sure which way would be best to go. Because I just like, man, I get decision paralysis so easily. So I just needed a little bit of direction. And then I found it was so nice to just have that guidance. DLC is just a wild beast. The enemies hit so hard in it. I was happy to beat 3 of the bosses. I think I was fine with not beating them all. Yeah, I get that. It just showed how the bigger areas of the world connected and had different color flames for required optional and DLC bosses. Yeah. I think mine, the one that I used, had a similar design, pointing out the optional bosses. I don't think it didn't include the DLC. That was just for the main game. Father Gascoigne, I believe that is the correct spelling, is so hard for me to read. So many bosses after him felt easier somehow. Yeah, I'll tell you, I had trouble with Gascoigne. I had trouble with Pearl. I think it's Pearl. What's it called? The like Ghosts of Yarnum or whatever, the like cloaked guys that you fight right before you get to the college. I don't remember having so much trouble with another boss. I forget their name, but I remember. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so brutal. I have an ad that's going to start in a second, so I'll have to cut this thought short, but I'll try to gather my memories, and we can talk about this further when I come back, which is going to be in just a couple minutes. So enjoy your break, and I'll see you on the other side of it. All right. Okay, we are back. I think my worst boss that I beat was a DLC one called Living Failures. I've heard of that, but I can't remember what they look like. I died so much and kept joking it was me that I was the living failure, but I did end up getting through it. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for welcoming me back. I did look up a list of the bosses, and I remembered so it's the Shadow of Yharnam. That's what those guys are called. Father Gascoigne gave me the business. The Blood-Starved Beast, which is an optional boss that's pretty early in the game. Pretty easy to find. And then another optional boss that is much more difficult to find, and I won't say what it is, just in case of spoilers. Those are the ones that I had to look up a video, read a guide, watch a video. What am I missing? Kind of stuff. Everything else, either I managed to get through pretty easily in, just fewer than 3 attempts. Some of them I got in 1. And then, some of them just a matter of, attrition, basically. I kind of could feel I got it. I got down what I'm supposed to be doing. It's just a matter of executing it properly. I died so much. Nowhere else can you hear those words, and they make total sense. Yeah, right. Blood-Starved Beast, I somehow did really well against. Wow, good for you. That was the first time I kept accidentally staggering. Well, before I figured out how the stagger attacks worked, so it was a lot of dumb luck. I don't know if I ever got staggering down, to be honest. Maybe towards the end a little bit. I remember being able to stagger old boy at the end pretty well. I can't remember his name. Keh. We did it. We did it, bombs. But that was a hurdle for sure. And to be honest, I've only played the Lies of P demo. There's sort of a parry mechanic in that as well, if I remember correctly. Or some kind of, gimmick to combat that I really struggled to lock in. I could not beat the boss. Which I believe is the first boss of the game, but it was the boss in the demo, and I could not do it. Also, Judy, what's up? I haven't really talked to you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you got fun plans for the weekend. And also with you. There is a perfect guard. I tried it a few times and decided I won't even be bothering with it. Hence the level grinding I was doing. Makes sense. Reggae festival tonight in Wakefield. Very excited. Oh, cool. Enjoy that. Grace was talking about how she's a little bit mad that she was back in town the week before the Washington County Fair because she would have liked to have been able to go. I'm gonna go this way. No. No. Sorry, I didn't get to see him. Yeah. She definitely felt like she needed some more time. but also was ready to go and be home. Let's see here. Can I walk up this or climb up it? But now she's, I think she's a little bit more open to visiting again. So we'll be able to hopefully plan a trip back at some point soon here. All right, let's go this way. This way. Right? I feel like this is the way that I went before. I don't think there's like a more natural way to approach this. I remember the first time I went through here, I went through this forest and I just like climbed up that hill. I guess you could go up over here, but I don't know if it's any easier. I'm gonna take these butterflies for snacking, and I'm gonna go over to these bokoblins for murdering. I haven't bowed anything. Take that. Oop! I wouldn't say that I prefer relying on the... Thank you. That I prefer relying on the motion controls, but it is kind of nice, like, to use the analog stick to sort of get where I want my target to be, and then you can use the motion control to sort of like gently adjust your aim. I think that's pretty okay. Let's see. Can I do something about these guys to get that beehive? And boop. And boop. Great. Not going to that fair. The entertainment is unappealing. Yeah, sure. There are other fairs much better. Fuel is at Woodstock Fair. Going to that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if Fuel had played at the Washington County Fair. I think that would have been much better than pretty much everything that I remember them getting. Ugh. There it is. Bunch of bro cunty nonsense. I'm sure it's only gotten worse. Oh, I missed that. Whatever it was. Can't get any more weapons. Wow. Still can't get any more weapons. Kaboosh! The Old Man's Diary. On this desolate plateau, the only pleasure that brings me comfort is cooking, and today I outdid myself. Truly, I created the perfect dish. I call it spicy meat and seafood fry. This recipe not only restores health, but it also keeps me warm, even when traveling in the snowy mountains. With this dish on my side, I no longer have need of that itchy, warm doublet. I do not know how I allowed this to happen, but it seems I forgot to write down a very important recipe. I know it contained raw meat and spicy pepper. However, I simply cannot remember what else I used. My age is catching up to me. Sadly, on this lonely plateau, I have only my own knowledge and memory to rely on. Still, if I did find someone who knew the missing ingredient, I would happily reward them with my warm doublet. However, it seems unlikely that such a miraculous wish will never be fulfilled. Now, as I recall, I did not accomplish this. But I think we're going to take a crack at it today. I think I need a fish. Hi, Sally. Where are you going? Yeah, well, let's mess with these guys. Boop. What you thinking about, Sally? Alright, come on. You can pop one of these other guys in the head. Missed him. Ah! They don't see me. Oh yeah, they do. Pip! Got you, and boop. And boop. Nicely done. And I'll take whatever that is. Alright, I guess I'm good here. I'll just keep it. I don't want to get rid of the axe. That's not gonna... Hi. Hi, girly. Alright, what is this now? Ouch! Sal. She's gnawing on my hand to try and get me to give her little pets. You're a little feisty girl. Yeah, really. She will get attention. Can I have this bird? Oh, I have to kill them, right? I can't just take a bird. I need a fish and I need a meat. I don't think I've seen a meat animal, but surely I'll be able to find some fish in this body of water. Although it's... There we go. There we go. Take that. Alright. Now we got fish and I need a meat. Where do I get a meat from? Perhaps over in this forested area. There will be a meat. Where are that creature's entrails? There we go. No, oh, there we go. No, that's a bokoblin. No, it's not. It's a little boar. It's a bit far, though. Oh, there's another one. You'll do nicely. Boom. All right. So we got the meat, we got the spicy pepper, we got the fish. Let's go make our thing. Can I fast travel over there? No, I cannot. That's fine. It's not that far. Can I get to that? I believe I can. Rusty broadsword. Oh. What is it? I don't have a compendium yet, so I can't see how much. I forgot what it said. It was. It's better than this. Let's see. Is it better than this? No, it's not. Okay. So that's a 6. So let's get rid of one of these guys. There we go. Alright. Ooh, hello. Hello. I didn't see this before. Can I... there we go. Not far enough. I'll tell you what, let's go over there. And I'll just put a little square bomb right here. And then get away. What do we have here? Okay. It's fine. I'm not upset about that. If I'm remembering correctly, the gems you pretty much just sell, right? I don't remember what you can do with gems, at least in the early game. Alright, this way is definitely not where I want to be going. That's the arch that I'm looking at. So that just goes up here to the River of the Dead. So I just really want to pass through here. get down to my cabin. Now, what I don't remember is, well, I guess I have no way to know this because I didn't do it last time I played this game. I wonder if I make old man's meat and seafood dish, if he's just going to show up or if I have to find him. And is he accessible? Oh, there he is. He's just hanging. Hey, old man. Oh, fancy that. So we meet again. What are you doing? This body of mine isn't what it used to be. Recovering from a bout of hard work takes a while. If you're hungry, I have an empty pot you can use to cook a meal. You need to simply open your inventory, grab a hold of your ingredients, toss them in. Try to consider how the ingredients will complement one another. You can even make a dish that increases your stamina. It's all about being creative and trying different things. Okay. We got spicy pepper, we got meat, we got fish. Let's just start with that, I guess. Not bad. If removed by any wild culinary inspirations, feel free to cook. I cooked something. Wait, is that? That looks just like my signature perfect dish, spicy meat and seafood fry. But how did you... Well, I suppose that is not important. Can I trouble you to share the recipe? Ah, yeah. Of course. Hyrule Bass. How could I have forgotten? Well done. Now please allow me to reward your culinary efforts with this warm doublet. Very good. With that, you will be able to resist the bite of colder environments. As for me, I know a great spicy meat and seafood fry recipe, so I can do without that warm doublet. Why not both, you know? Warm doublet. The first few times I played this, I missed this entirely. I found the cabin my first time. I don't know if I think I've already said this, so I'm sorry if you already heard me say it, but I found the cabin the first time. I picked up all the ingredients. I read the diary, but it I don't know, it escaped me. Yeah, there's not a game with cooking involved, right? And I think I didn't realize that I needed to find a fish. I think I tried to make the dish with just the spicy pepper and the meat. Or I missed where it says it. And when it says oh, I made a meat and seafood fry. And then the next entry is, oh, I remember meat and I remember the spicy pepper, but I don't remember the third ingredient. And in my mind, I think I just the first entry just left my brain. And then I just, I think I figured that I would find someone or something to tell me what the third ingredient was, and then I'd get the warm doublet. Just ran into the snow shoveling apples and peppers. No, that's what I did. I just I just found as many peppers as I could, and I just kept eating the peppers. She played with me, and she loves cooking, so she immediately did it and was like, this is a thing. All right, so now that I have the doublet, I don't have to do this. I remember this being a pain in the ass. The first time, the only time that I played this, I used the axe to knock down a bunch of these trees that I could lay across, that I could walk over here, and then I climbed this sheer cliff to get up to the shrine. And I think this time I'm going to do a different thing. I think this time I'm going to go around to that archway that I just found. And go up that way. Or not. I mean, it doesn't really... I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what the best way to go is. But it's... where is it? I can't even see it. It's a big cliff. I remember that being like a tremendous pain in the ass. I guess there's little like there's little shelves that you can stand on. All right, we'll do this. We'll do this. Oop. Perfect. Good thing I did it in one, because I might have lost my axe chopping down a second tree. Well, now that I don't necessarily need the... okay, well, never mind. I'm not going to chop down this tree with a sword. I like the, like, mist that surrounds the plateau before you are able to leave. That's a really cool little touch. A lot of fire arrows. Well, I guess the other ones were bomb arrows. Not the same. Alright. Where's my... Ugh, I can't even... I can't even. Maybe I went too far. Okay. Yeah, I can do this. I can do this. Feels like the way the game naturally wants you to go. To me. And if there's anything that I'm always willing to do, it's to respect the devs and play the game that they intended. Why do I remember having so much trouble with this the first time? Maybe it was just inexperience. Stand up. I hear you. Oh, there must have been skeletons up here. Alright, we made it. Alright, what fresh hell awaits me down here? Stasis. Stasis. Alright, let's do it. And Yoop. Thank you. Thanks for the old chime. Oh, one of my cats. I mean, it was Sally. Astro's asleep right here. Just dropped something quite smelly. Ah! No! Ah. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's quite smelly indeed. Oh, that's rough, Sal. Stinky poos. Probably could have passed that one. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Great. Oh, God. I don't get full credit unless I take the treasure. How do I drop? Don't throw your sword. How do I... Can I drop my shield? Can I just lose a shield? Drop. Perfect. Ugh. I thought that stone was going to land right on my head again. course. Let's see what we got here. Good boy. Alright, GG's, we did it. I am resourceful. Thank you. I know, don't look at me like that. I know it's smelly. Astro was asleep and now he's staring at me like I did something bad. Okay, now to go to the third, which I think we can get to this way. Just like, you're looking up, honestly. Oh, do I not have a, I thought I had a bow. Apparently I don't. That's not, there it is. Ow! Stop! Bonk. Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what is better is Magnesis, rather than just destroying all of my swords. No, it's not magnetic though, it's crate. Ugh, I guess I don't need what's in there. I'll take that. Dash Nash. Okay. Here we go. Going up the mountain, going up the mountain. Damn, okay. That's fine. Ah! I will take all of your arrows, and I will raise you. How do I... Bam. Well, your guts are gone. Did they go all the way? No, that's the other stuff, the other weapons. Alright, up we go. Yeah, this was a lot more of a pain without the warm doublet, for sure. Hey there, fella. Oh, bye. Bonk. Oh! He went all the way. Are you done? I'll take that. What are you doing? Oh, you're just stuck, huh? That was funny. It would have taken less time for me to just walk. Alright. What goodie do you have for me? Okay. I suppose they might have some elemental properties that I can't remember. The gems. Oh, and I think I need them for the Great Fairies. Spiked Boko shields. Ooh. No. There's no way. I'm not gonna kill that thing. Not from down here. I'm too far away from that majestic eagle to kill it. Oh. Well, that's where I'm supposed to be going. So what's up here? This must be Mount Hylia. I bet there's a Korok up here or something. Oh! Hey, friendo! Ah, I enjoy gazing out at the world from here. Breathtaking view. This may be the best place to get a full view of the entire plateau. Use your scope to look for shrines. When you locate one, place a pin on your map as a marker. A pin? Well, I don't think I need to. I think I see it. It's right there, and it already has a pin. Oh, nice. Well, that's not what I thought I was going to find up here. Drop this right here. And hopefully this is far enough. Oh, I can't detonate it while I'm climbing, hey? Alright, that didn't do anything. Alright, this is just a vantage point to see what I can see. Mysterious music. What's that? Oh, well, songbirds. Boy, I have a busy day today. I'm going to finish up here, run to the store real quick, and get some provisions, make some pancakes, eat the pancakes. I'm tabling at work for my union today. So I only have like a couple hours to make and eat pancakes before I have to go done to work. Tabling is just a couple hours. And then I'm going to be watching some wrestling with our friend today. So I need to get food for that as well while I'm out. Watch the wrestling and then time for bed. I could have been nice and early because I have to work very early on Sunday mornings. So hopefully it'll be fulfilling. Hopefully tabling goes well. I don't know what to expect necessarily. Probably not much. There's a treasure in there, I think. Can I not reach it? Ooh, I didn't realize I was so low on health. Or was I? And do I just take like a bunch of damage from being cold? That was unfortunate. It's not even a magnetic chest. Huh. Well, what can I do? I could eat that thing, and that might give me some extra protection against the cold. Of course, then I'd have to... Oh, you know what? I'm going to get a thing in this shrine that's going to help me with this. That's right. I remember. Cryon's trial. We got an ad coming up in the next couple minutes here, just FYI. That's a warning to you as well as a warning to myself to pay attention. There we go. There we go. That's how the game is played. Boop. There's my treasure chest. Hopefully I can actually take it. not very good. Okay, alright, and here comes the ad, so we'll pause here, and we will be back in just a few minutes. Enjoy your time, and I will be right back. Alright. I hope everyone had a good break. There we go. And a little bit of this. There we go. That's what we needed. Oh, come on. What the heck? Ah! Fine. Alright. I guess that's pretty much it. Don't really see anywhere else to go. And I got the treasure already. Alright, I think that's it. I think we did it. I think we fulfilled our obligation. What say you, old man? With this, you have now acquired all of the spirit orbs from the shrines on this plateau. Oh, extraordinary. That means it is finally time. Link, it is finally time for me to tell you everything. But first, imagine an X on your map with the 4 shrines as the endpoints. Find the spot where those lines intersect. I shall wait for you there. Do you understand? Where 2 lines connect, the shrines would cross. There, I will... Alright, well, first I'm going to get this. Did it. I'll have that, and now we can... Alright, let's see here. Alright, it seems very clear that it's the Temple of Time, right? That's where he was looking, and that's where the line is. So let's just go back here. No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's just go back the regular way. Sometimes fast traveling is a bummer because you miss so much in the world. Like, what is that thing in the middle of that river? That's a question that I can answer. That I wouldn't be able to if I fast traveled. Isn't that right, Astro? Not interested. Ah! Where the hell did that come from? Bink. Bonk. Alright. Whoa! Hello! Alright, let's go this way. Oh. That's an interesting thing that happened. How did that happen? I didn't realize they could lose their iciness. I'm about out of arrows here. I am out of arrows. I hope no more ice choo-choos come to... Well, this is problematic, isn't it? Can I go this way? Ugh. There. Oh, it's an attack that it has. I see. I understand. What is... Oh my goodness. Oh, there's just a trail of skeletons behind me. Ow. I want to bump you good. No arrows. What a jerk. There's a few arrows. Oh, I used to have fire arrows that I could be doing, but I mean using. I could be doing. Oh, hello. Hello, a big pile of treasure. What I'm going to do is equip my strongest thing. No. I'll just see what it is. 14 soldier's broadsword. You can go. What do we have here? Some more fire arrows. Nice. Some regular arrows. Nice. And a big fat bow. Love that. Okay, well that was a fun little surprise that I didn't expect to find, but I still can't go this way. I don't know that this is not a cliff that's too tall for me to climb, so I guess I'm gonna have to go back the way I came, which is a bummer. I maybe could climb this, but I also don't know if it's worth it time-wise. Oh, I don't know. This might be fruitless. Yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna. Well, maybe I can go over there. It looks like maybe I can climb up on that shard. Seeing collected snow is very promising, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're doing it. Although that was almost the end of me. We're close. We're close. Got it. All right. Good job, everybody. I want to be able to go in there really bad, but I know that I will die from the cold. I don't know where I am. Okay, I see. We're just kind of off the path. Here we go. Now we are back on the path. Oop, okay. Are there guys down there? I don't see any. No, there's no guys down there. What are we doing here? Did that destroy whatever was in that treasure chest? That's kind of funny. Oh no, the treasure chest is over here now. Okay. This is the opposite direction that I want to be going, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Are you just one little dude? Now you're on fire! Do you have a treasure? No, you got a pile of bones. Oh, this is the same place that I was before! Wow. Alright, what do I have here? Oh, we got a little boat. We've got a little boat situation. I don't know what the benefit of that would be, necessarily, but it certainly is there. I don't entirely have confidence that I can get there. But what do we have over here? Let's see, we got some sticks. We can make a fire and do some... I don't have a flint though. Right? No, I do not have flint, so I can't make a fire here. We got a Korok frond that I can't take. We We got a box here that oh, it's dead. And this thing will have a treat for me. Alright, well, I guess that's that. I mean, I could explore over here, but, you know, why? I don't necessarily see the benefit of doing that at the moment. And here we are at the Temple of Time. And I can keep my warm doublet on because it's the same armor as my old shirt or whatever it is. Looks like there's some funny business happening in there. I just want to take your stuff. I can use these to get things eventually. I think the first time I played this, I just sold all of the springs, not realizing that they actually had a purpose. Oops. Oh, that's fine. This isn't really what I wanted, necessarily. I guess I'm gonna have to leave it. Oh, hey, buddo. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, there's treasure to be had here. First, I'm gonna snag this and this. Ooh, I wasn't sure if I had the stamina to get up here, but I did, and I do. All right, let's see what we can find here. Oh, hey, fella. Oh, this is where I was supposed to go. I see.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule.
Bosphoramus.
I was the last leader of Hyrule. A kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me.
I don't.
I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened.
I don't forgive you.
100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the Divine Beasts, turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon.
Sometimes it's just like that.
However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And
It's huge eyes.
you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Go on. Here is the paraglider, just as I promised. Thank you. With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that's it. I've told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule. Don't tell me what to do.